Well, let's get you guys out of here with our week 14 hot read. We're going to make some picks for next week's games. I'm going to start out with the pick that I already made on the look ahead a couple days ago. I'm going to stick with the 49ers on the road in Cincinnati, plus 1.5 now, still underdogs right now. I don't think it's going to be that way for long. The 49ers, I think, will end up favorites by the time that this kicks off. This is just me saying that I still believe in this spot. The Niners, we talked a lot about them on here. This is just was a bad spot for the Niners. They went on the road in Seattle in a division game, and they got a lot of bad bounces, but they look good. They're a really dominant looking team. They're just a better team than the Bengals right now, who did not look as good today. Joe Burrow's got that pinky injury. It looks like he shouldn't miss time, but you got to think that maybe affects his accuracy. He's already not really a huge arm, so accuracy is his game. We know that road dogs have been good this season. Kyle Shanahan, not great as a favorite. You don't want him there. As an underdog, 59% cover rate against the spread. So I like the Niners here. I don't think he'll be an underdog when this one kicks off. I'm going to grab it while they are.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I like that. I think my model makes this game closer to a pick 'em. Then we already spoke about the losses that Cincinnati had. Joe Burrow's banged up. We don't know how that's going to impact them next week. They lost some guys on defense. So I agree with you on that. I'm going to go with the under 43.5 on this Browns Baltimore Ravens game. When you look at these two offenses, they're really struggling. The Ravens are just 18th in EPA per play. The Browns are just 17th in EPA per play. What do the Browns like to do? They like to run the ball. So that means they're going to be chewing up a lot of clock. When you look at the Ravens, they haven't scored over 20 points in 6 of the last 7 games. This is a tough divisional battle. Baltimore's 3rd division game in a row. I just don't know if that offense is ready to get going. Cleveland's coming off a bye. They should be a little bit healthier. It's going to be a tough divisional matchup, and this should go under the total.
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. You know, you and I are on the Buckets podcast talking NBA a lot. In the NBA, there are a lot of what we call schedule losses, where it's a bad spot. You're coming off a back-to-back, or, you know, you traveled a lot and your opponent's waiting for you. This really feels like a schedule loss sort of spot for Baltimore here. It's a tough spot for them to travel to Cleveland after a black and blue division game, after another division game. It's just a hard spot. So I'm not sure what to make of that game yet, but I do see a lot of kind of danger red flags going for Baltimore here. I'm going to go for my other hot read pick. I'm going to go with the game that I know that you and I will talk more about on Friday when we review it. But I'm going to grab the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home -3 against the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bucs are better. That's really it. I think the Bucs are better. And at -3, I'm going to grab it because I expect that line to possibly go up. Certainly, if the Patriots go to Buffalo and get the win, that line is not going to be 3 anymore. Even if they don't, even if Buffalo gets a close win or something, I don't really know that I see that line dropping below 3 in Tampa with Tom Brady, who knows how to play the Bills just a few times in his life. And it's, you know, Tampa is much better at home. If it does stay close, Bruce Arians in home toss-up games where it's 3 points or less on the spread, 16-8-2 against the spread lifetime. So 67%. Tom Brady looked a lot better today, looked very sharp on his throws. I do think we talked about Tre'Davious White. I'm not sure Buffalo misses him a lot against New England. Guarantee you they're going to miss him against Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. He's a big loss for this game. I think there's going to be a lot of points. I trust Tampa to put up the points more than I trust Buffalo to. Both secondaries a little banged up, and I know I want Tom Brady over Josh Allen. We'll talk more about this one, but there are a few -3s out there. I'm going to grab that before it moves past it because I think it's definitely going to move up as the week goes on.
Oh, yeah, it's already moving as we speak. There's some 3.5s in the market. We're also seeing that total get steamed up as well.
Yeah.
This total opened up at 53. There's some 53.5s in the market. There's a 52 here and there. I don't know what I think about the total. That's something I got to think about a little bit more. I do think it's a situation where, like, if this spread goes up a little bit, I kind of may want to get involved on Buffalo. And I say that just because Tampa Bay's defense, I still don't necessarily trust them right now. They still have some guys banged up. And I think this could be a spot where Buffalo's offense can really get it rolling. This is a tough matchup. I think it's priced pretty accurately.
Yeah, I think I don't disagree with that, but I think that there's a possibility that the Patriots get a close win. This line kind of reopens at maybe 4.5. I think the public comes in on Tampa, Tom Brady at home, Super Bowl champs. Maybe it gets to 5, maybe 6. I don't even mind.
It's not going that far.
I don't know if it goes that far, but if it does, I don't mind the chance to grab the middle on that one. I think that that's right where it could end up. I agree that by the end of the week, maybe this gives value on Buffalo, but right now, while there's a 3, I like that. I did look at the over as well. I don't play totals too often, but it does seem like a game that's going to get some points. I do think we'll get a lot of money on the over. What's your other hot read before we get out of here?
One of the hot read is the same play from Strong Side Fridays. Look, this Jets defense is terrible. You saw it today. Gardner Minshew got out there and he did whatever he wanted to do. Look, he had 20 of 25, 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dallas Goedert went out there, 6 receptions, 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. I know the Saints offense has been struggling, but Trevor Siemian should be back. I'm going over 44 in the Saints-Jets game. Look, the Saints have had some disappointing games on defense. I see this game going over. The Saints are laying 6. I don't know how you lay 6 with the Saints, but this total is way too low. You cough, sneeze, and you can get over it. The only thing that is going to kill this is possibly some weather. So I'm going to go over here.
Yeah, I did not like this pick a lot on Friday because of Taysom Hill. And Taysom Hill, I was worried was going to Taysom, all 4 Taysom starts in his career, maybe 5 starts, have been 45 points or less. It's just different sort of team with him. But with them out, back to Trevor Siemian, I like it a lot better now. So I think we lucked into no Taysom and a very different looking Saints team. But yeah, Jets are very bad. The defense is very bad. We should be able to see some points on this one.
I think one of the interesting things, we did give this out on Friday. It was 43. Now we've seen them reopen this back at 44. So I don't know if it's going to get too high. And I think at some point you may see some buyback the other way if people start to push this up. Obviously, the Jets and the Eagles, they played a shootout. And I think we could see the same thing next week, barring any weather. We are headed for the winter months in the East Coast. Yeah. It's December. Christmas is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. Hopefully he doesn't come to town too early. We don't have to worry about any reindeer and everything like that and weather. So we go over.